How many times have you or your team members been on an executive call or meeting with C-suites and senior management and hear these words, framework, roadmap, benchmark, watermark, pivot, and you don't fully understand what exactly does that mean? Let me tell you, you are not the only one. One of the biggest challenges I've seen throughout my career with managers and directors in this industry is that sometimes they might be in these audiences and they don't fully understand the wording or the jargon that they use, and this can be catastrophic. Why? Because if you don't understand the wording, what are they trying to say, it's going to be very difficult for you to actually accomplish whatever you want to accomplish in your presentation, bringing that idea or actually understanding what is next for you and your team members. So that's why in today's class, we're going to go through 25 different words and phrases that are very common in executive presentations and meetings with senior management and C-suites that every leader in the industry must know. So you are very well versed and prepared next time and you understand what is next with your audience. Let's start. Synergy. This is the concept of combining different elements or teams or philosophies, create a more powerful, united approach. You might heard this one at some point too. Let's think outside the box. 1 + 1 = 3. Encourage creativity and innovation. Let's see how can we figure out things for a solution beyond limitations and obstacles. Deep dive. This means that they want more specific and detailed information about a specific topic or subject that is discussed. Touch base is a very casual term connecting people, meeting to discuss specific things, very short. Paradigm shift. This is very common when you are leading changes or you're trying to have like a different approach into an idea, and it's referring to significant change that it might come on the way. Low-hanging fruit. That most of the times is when your goals are too easy to achieve, okay? Leverage. That's one of the favorites of the favorites. Is how you utilize the assets or the resources that you or your team have right now to maximize an outcome in the future. How do you use what you have to maximize that in the future? 9, align stakeholders. This is when they want to make sure that everybody, all parties involved, are on the same page and in agreement to work towards a goal. Departments, people within the organization or outside. Onboarding, process of integrating or guiding new employees, new team members into the company or a team. It can be also a different department within the organization. You're onboarding somebody to go from a rookie, junior to their new role. You can onboard also a team, a client. Pivot. This is also a favorite of favorites. This is a strategic shift or a change of direction from the original plan. That one I use a lot too. Actionable insights. Data or information that might be used to make a decision. Streamline is the process of optimizing your resources or simplifying the workflows that you have in a process or processes in your operations to increase the efficiency. Drill down, getting in the loop of very specific items, details. Best practices. This is used to take information, processes, workflows, to compare or share those already practices to a new team or a group of teams, a department that might be struggling into implementing something. It's a new project, a new process, something to that extent. So you don't have to start from zero. You share the best practices so you have substance and context to it. 15, cost optimization. This might come up if you are presenting an initiative or an idea, or you're in a discussion to get something approved that is not in place, that is referring to money. So they are asking you or your team members to figure out a way to reduce the expenses so you can improve the efficiency of that cost without sacrificing the quality. okay? 16, let's circle back tomorrow. Follow up tomorrow. Let me think through. This person is not ready yet to make a decision towards a topic that you are discussing in this session, in this meeting, or in presentation. Let me circle back with you. I am still wrapping my head on this one. There is some doubts. That is, what does that mean? Not fully prepared to make a decision with the information that this individual or this audience have. I'm going to give you some real examples so you understand where I'm coming from with this one, okay? Let's say you are in a monthly operations meeting session with senior executive from both the company and the client side. Your team identify a challenge. Let's say an attrition challenge. And your team and you put together an action plan, right? Identify some ideas and you put it in the proposal. Let's say someone in that audience says something like this. I'm trying to think through this right now to figure out the best way on how to implement this without impacting XYZ. So this means that either you have to do other kind of questions to identify what is exactly the doubt, or what does this person need to be ready for the approval or move forward? What are the concerns? Bottom line, they're not ready to give you a yes or a no yet, okay? Let me clear this out, or I want to clear this out with you first. This means that they want your input, they want your approval, they want something. Or maybe you are the one actually saying this to this audience because the initiative or the idea that you're presenting with this attrition problem might be controversial. So you want to kind of give the heads up first. Keep me in the loop. This is a very common one. Keep the person up to speed. It's very common to follow up, especially if you're presenting an initiative, an idea of change or something innovative. Let me bring you up to speed. If you have been out of the office or you have been involved in other kind of projects, let's get together. Let me bring you up to speed. Let me update you. With that one might open up a can of worms. If you're a leader of change, you probably might hear this one, or you will. This is referring to you might touch a sensitive topic. If you touch this one, be careful, be ready. Caveat. There is a caveat, and this means there is a condition. Let's say your initiative got approved, but there is a but. The little letters in the contract that you have to read. For example, let's say that you and your team were putting together a very good client visit or a prospect for the company you're working with. And you got the deal. Your team in operations got 200 seats. Woohoo! Great news, growth and expansion. But let's see the example. Team, we got the 200 seats, congratulations. But there is one caveat. The client wants a seasoned leader managing an account. This means it cannot be a promotion because it will be a junior leader. This means that probably you have to look for somebody very quick, and there is going to be some other challenges. Does that make sense? Do you want to take a stab on it? That means if you want to give it a try. Let's keep that one in the back pocket. You probably are discussing some initiative or some ideas for the next quarter, and that might not be the right route to go right now. So let's keep it in the back pocket. Let's save it for later, okay? Bring your A game. You might hear this one when they want you to go with your team all in, gaining ground in, losing ground in. And this is basically if you are moving forward into something, progress, or you are actually taking a step backwards. I'm gonna give you a bonus one, a roadmap, which is the basis of a strategic planning. So where you nail down the project plan, outline goals, objectives, timeline, milestone that you and your team needs to do for X amount of time for an implementation, a project, an initiative, or a presentation, with the specific action items, responsibles, and everything that needs to get done to make this initiative or idea happen. Understanding your audience and having a clear, precise communication line and understanding the word in the jargon that senior executive and C-suites use is going to help you to simplify your life. Get your initiative and ideas approved. You most likely are going to hear this in yearly reviews, operations meetings, staff meetings, or discussing any particular initiative or game plan, framework with a client within the organization. And it's gonna boost your confidence and you're gonna create an impactful message to this audience because you're gonna understand their jargon and where they're coming from. If this video resonated with you and you're on track to level up your career, to get that next promotion, or you want a specific guidance on communication techniques and strategies and become a powerful communicator when it comes to presenting to different audiences, today is the day to join my next bootcamp waiting list. Supercharge your communication powers. You can find the link in the description so you can receive all the promotions and bonuses information firsthand. Remember to like this video if you like it. Share this with other leaders in the industry that are determined to level up their communication skills effectively this year with these audiences, and subscribe. See you next class.